Hello and welcome to another episode here on my channel. My name is Small, and today we are covering the endgame activities you will unlock when you reach level 50 in Lost Ark. Before we jump in though, quick note, what you are seeing here is an early version of the game, which was provided to me by Amazon. This is the release version of the Western candidate, so you're playing the same thing as I do here right now, but I was able to play this on a specific server before the game did go live. So that's what you are seeing here. If you're wondering, wait, how can you already be 50? The game is just out a few hours. What happened here? That's the answer to that. Now, let's talk about the activities you unlock with level 50. Most importantly, when you reach level 50, it doesn't really matter immediately because you still have to finish the main quest and you have to reach Vern. Very important that you are following the main quest in here, where they are starting to do some sightseeing around the city, which will also unlock the first level 50 activities. And the first thing you are unlocking is the Chaos Dungeons, which I'm standing in front of. You can see it right here. And they're basically your first stop when you reach level 50. Like, this is where you get your level 50 equipment, you can then upgrade, and you also get like all the items you need to further upgrade and enhance your equipment. And then you can see like there are multiple echoes with required item level. Later on you have like the Chaos Dungeon in Rohandel where you need like a certain item level. You also have to do like a certain main quest to get there. So, but this is the first thing you unlock. And this brings me immediately to the second point here, is follow the main quest. Just because you have now unlocked a few activities, that doesn't mean you have unlocked them all. And you have to continue to follow the main quest of the game. As you can see right here with Rohandel, I couldn't even go there even if I would have the item level, because I have to follow the main quest, which is called Radic. And I haven't done that yet. So make sure that you are continuing to do the main quest, because you also unlock even more endgame activities. The next thing you will unlock when you have done the sightseeing in the city and you continue to follow the main quest is this dude right here will start to have a purple quest, which will allow you to do Guardian raids. The Guardian raids, easiest way to explain, are basically Monster Hunter quests. If you have ever played Monster Hunter, you are going out into the wild, or you are in a certain area of the game, and you have to find your target. And you will also have like multiple items you can use. Speaking of items, your items against the Guardians will be restricted. This is the first time where you have restrictions, like when you die, you are only allowed to die 3 times. You have only 5 health potions, and so on and so forth. So there are restrictions here in place on the Guardian raids, and you can do them still alone or with 4 people. And the first one starts at 302, and the last one with raid level 1 is 420. You can see here raid level 2. You need some specific item levels for that, and you have to have killed the other Guardians before you can go into level 2. And then the whole thing continues till up tier 3. And that is the next thing you can do. By the way, if you're wondering, what is this rest bonus? Quickly explained, whenever you miss a day where you don't do the Guardian raids, you're basically getting a bonus on rest. And so when the next day you go into a Guardian raid, you kill a Guardian, you loot the Guardian, you will get bonus loot from the rest bonus, and then the rest bonus will disappear. So it's basically the game helping you a little bit to not lose too much progress when you cannot log in every day, which is pretty nice to do, right? The next thing you will unlock, which is around here, is the Abyss Dungeons. To unlock the Abyss Dungeons, you have to finish the main quest in Vern. So you have to, or North Vern, sorry. You have to finish all the main quests in North Vern, and then the Abyss Dungeon will unlock. So the Abyss Dungeons are a little bit different. They are the first endgame content where you require 4 people. So this time you cannot do them alone, and a lot of those dungeons are basically the dungeons you have already done through leveling through the main quests. but there's only one boss in it and then some trash mobs, and they're tough. Like, especially for new players, they can be really, really tough. I know veteran players will laugh at me saying they can be tough, but for new players who sometimes don't even have like the perfect equipment yet, they can be really, really tough. And they are also going up till tier 3. As you can see here, you have to do like a main quest again, and of course you need a certain item level. And yeah, you need 4 people this time. Also very important, each character can enter 1 time in a weekly, and there is also a weekly gold limit. So the maximum amount of characters who can do the Abyss dungeons per week is basically 6, because you're going into the Abyss dungeon to get the gold, which is very, very important for the end game in Lost Ark. And so there is a weekly limit of 6 characters you can go in there per week. Those are the things you unlock when you are just following the main quest and when you're doing some other things. Let's talk about a few of the side endgame content, let's call it that. And that is first the tower. The tower is pretty cool because you can do it multiple times with different characters, and you will unlock those items every time you finish up a floor. And not only are there engravings in there, which are very important to upgrade your character later on, you are also getting things like skill point potions. Yes, you are not done with gaining skill points in Lost Ark when you reach level 50. There's much more you can do to get even more skill points to upgrade your character. So whenever you have the time, you want to do the tower. The good thing about the tower is there's no reset, there's no time limit how often you can do it or anything like that. The only limit you have in the tower is you need a certain item level to get in here. Like, as you can see, I cannot go into this area because I need item level 440 and I have only 420. And then there's another tower right here for later on. So whenever you have the time, I would definitely recommend to go into the tower and do the floors. But it's not as pressing as the other events because, again, there is no time limit on this. There is no reset on this. So you can do them whenever you feel like it. Now let's talk about the boss rush and the cube quite quickly here. Those are things which you cannot really unlock. The only thing you can do is you can find tickets in the Chaos Dungeon, like I have right here. Right, I have an entrance ticket for the normal cube. I could go in here, and then I have 1 health. And if I'm reaching the end of the cube, I get a lot of loot. And of course the same happens with the Elite Cube and the Dimensional Cube. But as I said, you cannot really control this. Like, you just have to do Chaos Dungeons, and then at some point you are lucky. So if you are going to the cube and you're wondering like which quest you have to do or something, the quest is basically find the ticket in the Chaos Dungeon, and then you can open this up. As I said, it's completely random. You cannot control it. I think mine dropped finally after 20 Chaos Dungeons. It took me a while to get my first ticket, and this is, I think, my 3rd ticket now after 2 weeks. Yeah, I would say 2 weeks. So it takes a bit. Don't look for it. It will come to you. And the same goes basically for the boss rush. That can drop at some point, and then you can do the same thing. Now, this dude here is when you're doing the sightseeing quest. This will actually unlock your daily quests. As you maybe know, there are daily quests you can do for your character, and those daily quests allow you to get more gold. And as you know, gold is pretty important. It's the Una's task. Yes, I was looking for it because I didn't know which button it was anymore. And those are the things you want to do. So the Una's tasks themselves might not necessarily give you like the craziest rewards, right? You might look at this and you would be like, huh, wait, that's all I get? How much does an Una's task take? 5 minutes maybe? Like every quest takes maybe 5 minutes. It's super quick. But the really interesting part here is this. So you are getting Una's token, and with the Una's token, you can actually buy gold. You can exchange that for a lot of gold you need to upgrade your character. So you always want to do the Una's task. There are also weekly tasks you can do, and you want to do them as often as you can so that you actually get the points, especially because the points reset every Thursday. So if you only have 69 points, nice, instead of 70, you will miss out on the marks, and that would be really unfortunate. So make sure that you are doing the Una's task. They're super quick to be done. As I said, like every task takes like maybe 5 minutes or so. It's a joke. And the last thing you're basically unlocking
There's nothing for me here.
The islands. And I know you will say, wait, but I can already go to the islands when I get my ship. Yeah, but most islands have an item requirement, as you can see here, like required item level reach 250. Let me see, where else do we have something? Like there's another one. You always need 250, which you get when you reach level 50. So this is where you start to unlock the items. And I highly recommend to do some islands because A, they're kind of fun when it comes to the activities, and they can also give you tons of resources. Secret little tip, if you want to get some upgrade resources for your character, make sure that in the Coral Sea you will actually get the Panda Island. There you can get like a lot of resources. And right here in North Vern Sea, there's the Shadow Island. Also do that quest right there. Those will net you a lot of crystals. And if you're wondering what's over here, well, I have some bad news for you. You cannot go here yet. You have to follow the main quest, and after you follow the main quest, you will get the ability to go through the wall of Procyon. There's a magical wall right here, and the same goes for those areas, right? And you have to follow the main quest to go through here and unlock basically the Season 2 / Tier 3 endgame activities. Yep. And yeah. Also, look out for those events, which are mostly islands. Like you can see it when you're opening this up, and my camera is like full in the way of it. Don't you worry, you can also go into the calendar, and there you can see like the field bosses popping up, or you can see like adventure islands right here, and they have specific timers, and you can also get a lot of good loot from those islands. So whenever you see some timed islands and there is something which interests you, do them. They're quite fun. There are a lot of players around, and I wouldn't miss out on them because they, again, can give you some good loot. But those are the level 50 activities you're unlocking immediately, and which we will have at the release of Lost Ark here in the West. I know there is still some stuff missing, but that is missing from the game entirely because Amazon hasn't really unlocked that yet. So with that said, thank you so much for watching. If I should have forgotten something, which hopefully I didn't, that would be awkward, let me know in the comments if you want to know something. And if you enjoyed this video and you are on your way out, I would appreciate if you might leave a like. If you're new to the channel, you want to see daily gaming news, reaction videos, tips and tricks to new games, like tons of Lost Ark videos really in the next few weeks, then I would appreciate if you might subscribe to the channel. If you do so, please don't forget to click the bell icon so that you are informed when I'm uploading a new video. And if you ever want to catch me live, you can do so from Monday to Friday, starting at 9 a.m. East Coast time, which is 2 p.m. UK time and 3 p.m. Central European time. And you can find me on trovo.live/chaosmole, and we will probably play a lot of Lost Ark. So thank you so much for watching. Stay safe. and I hope I see you next time.